company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. We're doing a display on our 100-inch 16:9 acoustic screens right here. We're having a sale on our website. And also, too, I'd like to thank for the support. I really appreciate it. I really do. Right now, we've decided to put everything on sale. So right now we have the black cloth acoustic surfaces are on sale. The 38, and thank you for the customer who came in and pointed out something on the website. When we put in the LT gunmetal, we forgot that when you put in an option in it, it kind of knocks out the other option of the black option, which we had to put in the 38 black and the gunmetal light for the customer. So you have the option, if you get the 38 Black Widow, you can go in and you can actually choose if you want it in the LT gunmetal, or if you want to choose and you want it in the 38 Black Widow. As for the black cloth surfaces, they're on sale. Excuse me. And we have already on sale the Titan. So we're going to drop the price on the Titan a little bit. We are making some decisions on making the 39 much more affordable for customers. I got a lot of feedback yesterday from people who did a lot of sales yesterday. Thank you so much. Like I said, I appreciate the support. And we're going to be doing things a little bit different. I want to be somewhere in the line where we don't want our products going off too cheap, but we want our products going off where everybody can afford them, and also too be to do demonstration certified high-end screens on the market. So let me show you the screen right here. I just coded this yesterday for demonstrations. I'm going to be sending a bunch of these out to people who have contracts with them. These are the screens they get for doing demonstrations for display for companies and so forth. This is the 116.9. We got it tethered to the frames that are asking us where to get the frame from. You get the frame over at Amazon. This is just a basic frame that you get basically for photo backdrops. That's all it is. Some people build it out of PVC. Some people build them out of, they go to Carl's. Carl has a nice setup you can do over there too. But this is the cheapest one I found. And this thing is completely portable. I can take the whole thing apart, stick it in the bag it comes with, take the screen with it, and that's it. Nice little portable setup. And the best thing about it at the end of the day, no expensive, overpriced projectors. I've had so many conversations yesterday, met some really good people. Every time I get a chance to meet a customer, I get to know so much about them. But at the end of the day, as I said before, most people don't want to spend the money for an expensive projector. They don't want to. The screen is supposed to do the majority of the work. Without the screen, the projector is pretty much useless. So you can't pick up that good contrast, you can't pick up good color, white levels are needed. As you can see, the screen is displaying beautiful white levels. Without white levels, doesn't mean just contain to snow. It means white levels are needed to pick up proper color balance. You see how you can see the dog and you can see the background and everything, the visual individual hairs. All this involves white levels. Some people are really mixed up when it comes to understanding how projectors and how images actually work. For some reason, they think that white levels only pertain to just snow levels. No, white levels are needed in everything, including contrast, which is extremely important because you need contrast to add depth and detail to the image, as you've seen with the Pussycat. So as I put that point out yesterday, when we had the screen set up, we had the woman in the black makeup. If someone's using this for an art display, for a gallery, it's going to be virtually impossible for them to pull that image up. And the lighting they're going to have to be to deal with in that environment and pull that image up on a gray or white screen. It's not going to happen. They're going to have to go in and spend the money for an expensive projector to make up for what the screen is going to lose in that environment. And that's going to cost you money. Where we could do these demonstrations on projectors. Again, all these projectors I have in my environment, $500 and down. The most expensive one is $500, and they go down from there. That's it. So I pointed some customers out to some Christie projectors. A few of them went out. They went to a couple of sites over there on eBay. They got them for $180. A few people picked up some. We got some BenQ projectors for a few people. We picked up some Sony projectors. reason why people spend all this money for these high-end projectors because they have to make up for what the screen's not doing right. Image doesn't come out right, people automatically think, if I go to 4K, I'm gonna get a better image. If I go to this, I'm gonna get that. If I go to this, I'm gonna get that. No. You're gonna get a slight little bump. That's basically about it when it comes to resolution. We've done these demonstrations already. 4K versus 720p, we've done that already. It's the same thing as I explained to you before, that when you go to these big companies, and it's not just, I'm not talking about the hobbyists, I'm talking about the big companies out there. They will use the most advanced piece of equipment that they can get their hands on, knowing that this is going to enhance the picture quality of this product. Meanwhile, the consumer who cannot afford that screen or projector is going to suffer for it. Like I showed you, if you don't believe me, look at the demonstration I did about the P2 projector. No one matched actually one person matched the promo demonstration. One person, and he had a $3,000 Darkstar 9 laying against his wall. Everybody else, without that high-end technology, they were sitting in the dark. And that projector advertises that you could be in a fully lit environment. They have everything in nice white colors, pastel colors, to make it look like you don't have to be in the dark. So at the end of the day, either you're going to spend money, you're going to have to spend some serious money. When it comes to our technology, you don't have to. So this is a 100-inch screen we have on our website. I forgot the price we have for this now. Can't remember what it was. But anyway, like I said, we have it on sale on the website. It does come with free worldwide shipping. Those of you have been asking us, where do we ship at all over the world? Yes, we do. We ship all over the world for free. There are no surcharge fees, nothing like that whatsoever. We'll ship right to your front door. If you require signature confirmed, we will ship it to you by signature confirmed with no problem. That's why I like to do the demonstrations in these well-lit environments, because I like to show my customers that they do not have to be in the dark. And for those of you saying, well, I'm going to have a dedicated theater room set up, I'm going to be in the dark anyway. Even in the dark, you still can't pick up proper color, and you can't pick up contrast on a gray and white screen. Even if you're in the dark, I got a dedicated theater room built upstairs. So anytime we come across somebody who says, well, what about being in the dark? We got a dedicated theater room upstairs. We can show you exactly what a light gray screen or white screen or any gray screen is going to look like upstairs in the dark. Not too well. Mind you, projector I'm using this demonstration is my Chrissy. We're using our Chrissy 401 or LW401 projector. This projector is 720p. Price tag for my projector was $270. That's it. Didn't have to calibrate. I don't have to worry about being stuck in dark environments. None of that nonsense. Sorry about the camera shaking a little bit. I was looking around the house with my fire stick. I'm like, where's my extra fire stick? I can't find it. Then I realized that it's attached to the stand because I have a portable projector that attached to my stand here. Sorry about the shaking it all. Gotta get this thing removed because I need it for the demonstration. But yeah, that's why I tell people at the end of the day, you're spending way too much for your projectors. Again, like I said, all the projectors you're seeing in that lineup over there, I don't pay a lot of money for my machines. The reason why is because I said before, the screen does all the work. And that's why when we do those challenges, like that 1 year 720p swap out, they're not doing that at the end of the day. They can't. They have to. The projector screen's going to have problems. You have to have those high-end projectors. Our product can back itself up 100%. One others can't at the end of the day. I'm taking this outside today. Because we had some comments about taking the acoustics screens outside. I'm definitely taking this outside today for display. So I think today we're probably going to do the inflatables. I'm going to do the inflatable screen because a lot of people asked about inflatable screens using the screen paint. We're definitely going to take the acoustics out. Definitely taking this screen out already because let's do some testing on that one. That is the wind resistant screen. And I don't know if you can see the fabric on the floor. Probably can't. We're going to be doing some testing on some new fabric. Let's see what else we got over here in this category. Having fun with this screen.
Looks like a Pepsi. Sounds like a Pepsi. Refreshes like a Pepsi. Great Pepsi tip.
Well, if it has Pepsi on the side of the can, when you think it would be a Pepsi, I would think it would be a Pepsi. That's a no-brainer for me. Try to get out today with the Sony VPL FH36. I don't use those often outside. Those are distance throw projectors. We can knock off 70 feet with that bad boy. That's what I like about that projector. It has a special lens on it. Where I won't expand all over the place. I'll just hit one pinpoint and that's it. There you go. Those that asked about the pre-coated surface, this is already coated. Don't have to paint it, take it out of the box. You can attach it to a frame like this, or you can basically staple it down to a frame. I got one upstairs at 127 inch, 69 acoustic, sits upstairs in my window on a 720p projector. Or you can make it portable, like I have over here. trying to get the material big enough to fit 150-inch screen. Sorry about the camera shaking. If we get the 150-inch screen size, we'll be good because then we can cover it 100-inch to 120 and 150. But we need a surface like this. This screen, air can travel right through it, which is fantastic because if you have the screen set up outside and it's windy outside, you don't have to put a lot of stakes. Hold on, let me turn this down some. We're way too loud here. Yelling here? Yeah, so the object of these tests on this side right here, we can get a screen to react like this over here. This screen, some air will travel through it, but not enough. You still have to stake it down pretty good. This one, on the other hand, wind can travel right through the screen. You don't have to stake. You have to still put some stakes into it, but not to the point we're doing outside. We have 6 stakes that drive into the ground for the giant screen outside. This won't require pretty much at all. Wind can travel right through it with no problem whatsoever. So this is a wind-resistant surface that we're actually working on right now. So we have to design one, have it set outside. We got to pour water through it. We just got to test it to make sure it's going to be able to maintain, because this is going to be an outdoor screen, indoor screen. Also, too, the surface is actually better for advertising than plexiglass. Number one, it's cheaper. And then on top of that, like I said, it's a material that you could basically ball it up, put it in the corner, easy to store, you know what I mean, because it's a fabric material. So we're looking at using this right here, this right here for advertising. So we're going to be doing some demonstrations outside on the Sony DPL FH36 at probably about a good maybe 20-30 feet back. These are the ones we have on the website right now. We just have the sale on these right now. Well, actually, a sale on everything right now. We're going to be pushing back the dates for the 39. The 39 does require more testing. We want to make sure the thing is working perfectly fine when we get it out there, that it's going to work with ultra short throw projectors. We have it on a lot of forum sites. A lot of people are asking questions about that super black technology, but we have to make sure on our end it's going to work well. We're not going to have any problems with it whatsoever. So it's going to be pushed back for another week till we get it figured out. Until then, the sale is going to continue on. All right, what do we got to get past this over here? Make sure my remote controls are here. I don't need hunting for stuff. There we go. Kitty, kitty, yeah. Oh, it's not this one, this one. We need YouTube. .4K tropical fish. Okay. So this is going to make a great advertising screen right here, like I said, because it can be outside and air can transfer right through it. Now we're going to be testing this one on ultra short throw outside. You'll be doing ultra short throw test outside, literally, for this screen right here. And we have to do short throw and we have to do a long throw test. And for those you're wondering about the projector, a lot of people think we're using 1080p's. No, we definitely know we don't use 4Ks in here. We're using a 720p projector. My projector behind me, which I'll put the specifications, it's a Christie LW401. You get this projector for around 300, 270 bucks. It's a very cheap projector. It was discontinued in 2012, 720p projector. That's it. So all we got to do to use that in a full lit environment. That's why I tell you, if you look at demonstrations online, you know what I mean, they're in these dark environments, ambient light controlled environments, and they have these overpriced, expensive projectors. They can't even do this. So the customer, at the end of the day, the customers I talk to and people I deal with, again, do not want to spend all this money for a projector. They don't. And this is also fantastic for those of you who have 720p projectors. And people have to understand, some people just don't have the money for those 4Ks or even a 1080p. They have a 720p projector and they should be able to get the same picture quality and the best performance they can possibly get from their projector. Instead of some people saying, oh, you have to have this particular expensive model in order for you to get this particular picture quality, blah, blah, blah. You got people out there on forum sites that we go through that have more than a 2 million to 1 contrast ratio. You ever seen the contrast ratio on a $30,000 projector? It is quite up there. And they still can't pick up a 100% contrast level because the screen is gray. That's why. With all that power, they can't do it. If, for instance, for anyone who actually owns a projector with 2 million up in contrast ratio, do one thing. Go in a fully lit environment, such like this, and pull a star fill demonstration. Produce a jet black image on that screen. Not shades of gray, black. If you can't do that, then that means at the end of the day, your screen is actually low in its performance and your projector is not picking up as what it claims to pick up. So I don't know what theory someone came up with by saying that if you have a projector with a high contrast ratio, you'll pick up a black level. No, you're not picking up black. You're picking up dark shades of gray. That's what you're picking up. Only screen that can produce a black level has to be 100% black. Any forum site will tell you that. Any forum site will tell you that. Gunmetals can't even pull a 100% contrast level. They're not black. They're dark gray. That's why today, if we decide to do an ambient light rejection search on YouTube, it's not going to come up well. We're the only ones that are going to come up. Everybody else is going to be in the dark, in some poorly lit environment, condensed lighting, way up in the ceiling, not even making contact with the screen. See the environment we're in right now? You see how well lit this environment is? This is what we look for when we hunt for ambient light projection technology. When I watch demonstrations outside, I'm expecting to see demonstrations on massive screen size at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening. I'm not expecting to see demonstrations at 8, 9 o'clock. So there's ambient light. Where's the ambient light at? Or dark environments, ambient light? No, it's not. That ceiling light rejection technology? Sorry, Elite Screens, I don't believe in it. I really don't. I've had it here. You know what ceiling light rejection technology is? 150-inch screen sitting upstairs in my ceiling that I'm hitting with a $140 projector, and my ceiling is around 8.5 feet high. And I can display anything I want up there with a light in the center of my screen. That's what you call ceiling light, ceiling reflection technology. And I can have a screen anywhere in the environment it'll pick up. Whether it be on the floor, whether it be on the wall, it doesn't make a difference. That's ambient light rejection. The problem is ambient light rejection, the word itself has been abused. That's the way I put it. It's been abused. Because you think one person has one little light in the corner, they think, oh, that's ambient light rejection. A couple lights here, and no, that's not ambient light rejection. You're still in a dark environment. Throw a Peter in there and see what you get. I gotta go feed my birds, my squirrels. They could be outside, they no wind flow, nothing. Oh, yes. And then we could do a demonstration next on a search on projectors. And demonstrations, how much are these projectors costing? I guarantee we won't get anybody to match the projectors we have in here. As in, we can start with the projector we have upstairs. That projector cost me $60. So, yeah. Let's see what we got on here. What else we got? Oh, let's put a happy guy over here.
Chicken fries are back on the 2-for-5 mixing match at Burger King. Want them as a side?
Mr. Burger.
A snack?
All right. That's what it comes down to in the day. If you don't want difficult, hard instructions, you want a product they can paint, be done with it. Oh, this is all pre-coded anyway. They don't want to spend the money for expensive projectors. They don't want to calibrate. People buying projectors for the first time don't want to hear the word calibrate at all, period. What the freak is calibrate? Well, you have to do so and so and so. Yeah, I'll buy a TV. There you go. Going to any TV forum site talking about projectors, the first thing that pops up, they'll say from the door, you have to be in the dark. You can't pull 100% contrast. They got an OLED TV in their demonstrations, and their forum sites are using OLED TVs. How's a gray screen going to compete with the contrast of an OLED TV? It can't. we at for time? Can't be too far a long time. Ah, Taco! Let's take Mr. Taco. That's what I love about this technology. You can sit down here in a fully lit environment, do some gaming, watch some movies. Worry about screen watching out. And then we get people every once in a while will say, well, your projector is such and so. Yeah, but my projector didn't cost me $3,000 either. For the price you paid for that projector, you can't even be in a fully lit environment. Contrast levels wash out. Don't pick up proper color. You gotta calibrate the machine at the end of the day. The environment still looks dark to me. It does. $500, I can get myself a 4,000 lumen projector, 5,000 lumen projector. No way in the world I'm spending $3,000 for a machine. For what? Now I can understand, like I said, for those of you who love 4K, hey, all for it. But just think about how better your picture quality would be under our technology. We make 720p look this incredible. And at the end of the day, when it comes down to doing challenges, no one can match us. Simple 1-year projector swap out. They can't even do it. They have to use those projectors. They have no choice. We don't have that problem. So if they're going to claim at the end of the day their product being the best, how many certified screens have you knocked out at the end of the day? Not much. Not in the testing we do. Taking a certified screen, sticking it in a dark environment, and showing a picture of an OLED horse, not good enough. You have to do that demonstration against either 9 to 10, 15, 18 certified screens all at the same time. You watch me do it, and you have to show color pattern displays in a fully lit environment to see if your screen can maintain against that product. You shouldn't be doing that in the dark at all, period. That should be done in a well-lit environment, and you do it with lights out. Do it at 1,000 lumens, do it at 4,000, do it at 5,000, make sure your screen's stuck on hotspot. Oh, it's a cute little kitty, ain't it? Doesn't even look real. That is so interesting. But anyway, but that's how you have to do it. And you still have to drop it at 1,000 lumens in a fully lit environment. So the reason why it will never be done, or demonstrations can't be matched, because the screen itself can't even maintain in that environment. Let alone use the projectors we're using in our demonstrations. They have to maintain to those high-end projectors in order to make up for what the screen can't produce at the end of the day. And that's why the consumer, when they tell you you're saving money, you're not saving any money. You got a 9-year-old product sitting on your wall that's been around since a decade or so, and you have to spend the money for a high-end projector in order to make the product look good. That's what the consumer is going to have to pay for. If that's the case, and I told people on many forum sites, if you can calibrate a projector to make it look like a $50,000 projector, then what's the purpose of having a $50,000 projector to begin with? If you can do it with 720p and calibrate it. There you go. That's why we put the 1-year swap out there. They'll try it for a day. Yeah, but not for 1 year. 1 year would be a nightmare for them. You can only pick and choose so many videos that may work for you. 1 year is a long time. I'm gonna go back and check the date when I first put my Sony VPL FH. No. My 600 by 800 res. ViewSonic. I'm gonna check my date because I dated it the day I put it up. See how many months I already went in with that projector sitting up there. Oh, that was beautiful. And like I said, this setup right here is completely portable. The whole entire stand comes apart. You've seen me do it a dozen times on camera. The screen can be folded up, doesn't make a difference. It's going to be wrinkle resistance, crease resistance. You can just stretch it right on out. You're done. That's basically about it. Real nice, so easy setup to have. If you want to set it up for barbecues, have a nice little portable screen. Now this stand right here will do all the way up to a 150-inch screen. Let's get something else. I just set this up yesterday, didn't get a chance to play with it, and stormed yesterday and had business to take care of. Let's go with Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
I bet you it gets butchered. Yep, always does. Skyworth food demonstration.
Getting that from YouTube.
There we go. Every time I do that, I think some people think the screen's going to come up. Yeah, please, come on. I developed, I love when people think, at one point, before we showed off that we had a company under Digital and Crystal Screen Paint, people thought for long, with certain people, some people know me from way, way, way back, but for those who don't, who thought that the only thing that I knew how to develop was black technology, when you went back and checked my old demonstrations, you had no idea how deep the rabbit hole goes, do you? Man, I was developing great technology or screen paint products way before anybody else was doing it. Been contracted way before anybody else. Beta testers, customers, the whole 9 yards. I was developing that great product. That's why I know so much about it. I can make it on any level you could possibly think of because I did. So I have experience in both fields, black technology and the gray technology, whatever technology you dig up at the end of the day. So I already know how black and white paint reacts. We know that already from the door. So when we bring a product down here, we put it against black and white paint, and if it reacts the same way, we already know what's in it that fast because we used to make it. So we know what it is. That's why we do those demonstrations called black versus black. You ever seen that? We take black paint, black fabric, we throw it against our screens. We don't see anybody doing those demonstrations against gray versus gray. I don't see those. Oh, we did see one, but that didn't go too well. All right, now we're not digging that one up. Gotta be the back to work. Can't back it, there's gonna be problems. We can tell people to buy, they'll be scared to buy. It is what it is. We'll buy from you. Buy from anybody. We don't care who you are. You can be Diamond, you could be Elite Screens. We don't care. We'll go out and get your samples, bring it down here and do it for testing. We should. Oh, that went quite nicely, didn't it? Let's go over to, Oh, we got both of these in there. We never get, this is the first time we get everything in one bunch, which is pretty cool. Let's do the OLED horse. I like doing OLED horse.
I believe that cold water.
One of the things I find more interesting, like I
I
said,
believe that if I do it,
I will never, when we do the LG gunmetal, I don't come on and tell you that this gray screen is going to produce the same contrast as a black screen. That's never going to happen. Never. It can mimic a contrast level with that contrast shifting technology, but at 100%, no, it still shifts gray. Just a darker gray. That's basically about it. And even when we do OLED demonstrations on it, even though the screen, like I said, LT gunmetal, we had the demonstrations at 1,000 lumens, knocked out gunmetal screens, dark gunmetal screens, because of that shifting technology. But compared to a black screen, no. Can't hold a candle to it. Some people argue and say, well, I go with a gray screen because it produces the high white levels. Technically, no, it doesn't. White screens produce the highest white level. Take any gray screen, I don't care what it is, and you stick that against a white screen and show a snow level, guess what's going to pick up the highest white level? The white screen. Gray screens, they come up with a bit of an ivory white. White screen pulls a 100% white level. Black screens pull a 100% contrast level, a 100% black level. A gray and white screen can't do it. That's why I said the gray screen, it's kind of like the, what's the word for it? It's an in-between screen. Can't pull contrast equal to a black screen. Can't pull white levels equal to a white screen. And people talk about gray levels for what? What do you need gray levels for? Black screens can pull that with no problem. Two important things on the screen. That color is very important because you need both contrast and white levels to produce perfect color. If it's too bright, then you lose your contrast and your colors wash out. If it's too dark, you don't have enough white light in it, that means the color comes out too dark and it's virtually impossible to see. It has to be a perfect balance of white levels and black in order to pick up the perfect color. That's why we take the certified screens and all the other certificates we put against the screen and we show up that white level first. The screens that are producing the highest white level are the ones in the most danger of not being able to pick up proper color and contrast. When I switch over to red, you watch all the screens wash out. So the other screen in the middle, our technology will maintain. That's what that test is designed for. It's information of getting off the screen. I'm not doing it just for show most of the time. It's information I can feed off the technology that I can know, okay, I can see this is where they're having a flaw there, and there, and then there. Let's advance it here, let's advance it there. There you go. It teaches us, gives us knowledge. That's when I made the statement about screen innovation. The screen innovation had a black screen that was far better than mine, and they challenged my technology. Would I back down? No, I'm going in. That's information. Even if my screen loses in that process, at least that's information I can take back and go, okay, this is what I need to do to advance my technology to make it better. I'm not backing down from that. I may take what I learned from them and make it better than what they may have. All right, we got to work on this today. I love working on these screens. I'm going to have this one outside today. And we're going to take a short throw outside today. I haven't done a short throw demonstration outside in a while. I need to get that short throw demonstration put on the website, because one of the things I don't see, like I said, I don't see a lot of ambient light lit environments with ultra short throws. I don't get it. You're literally sitting right on top of the screen. Why are you all sitting in the dark? I don't understand that. For every demonstration I pulled up on an ultra short throw projector, every last one of them was in a dark environment, a really bad dark environment, and you're sitting right up on top of the screen, but still the environment's still dark. You have no distance throw, nothing. So your contact from A to B is much shorter, especially at 3,000 lumens, even at 2,000 lumens. You're right up on top of the screen. So why is the environment so dark all the time with those things? At all things, those projectors were never developed to be set up like a movie style projector. They were set up for the replacement of the TV. That's why when they demonstrate those projectors, it's not done in a movie theater setting. It's done in a family setting where everybody's sitting around and somebody's reading a book or whatever's going on. It's set up like that. It's designed for that. It's supposed to be the ultimate replacement for the TV. That's what it's supposed to be. But in every demonstration, I see in the dark. This is when I go to form sites, is the one thing that pops up. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want an ultra short. I'm sitting in the dark all day long. You seen the demonstrations on those things that people owns them? Yeah. Hey, they ain't wrong. They're not wrong, because I've seen enough of them. I've seen enough of them. 3,000 lumens, and you're sitting 2 feet and 2 inches from a screen. We're in a long throw. You're going to be back 12 feet for 100-inch screen. Yeah, that's not good. And then again, like I said, the big companies, they got a $5,000 screen laying on the wall. They just don't tell you that part. There's something's got to be going on. If you got the exact same projector that they have, and you got to pull that thing up, and it doesn't pull up in a well-lit environment that well, it washes out. But in their demonstrations, they can do it in a fully lit environment, and that screen has no flaw to it whatsoever. That projector has no flaw to it. Something ain't right. You should be able to beat the promo. Yeah, it's just interesting, man. I'm gonna go look at that today. Because it's just interesting. We talked about them in many form sites. You know, ultra short throw projectors are supposed to be the answer to TVs. You know, you don't have to have the projector mounted to the ceiling. It sits right up on top of your bookcase or whatever you have it. You can display this massive 120-inch screen with no problem. But all the demonstrations I watch on these projectors are always in dark environments. This is supposed to be replacing a TV. Are you kidding me? But if you look at the promo demonstration for the P2, it's completely different. It's a well-lit environment, plenty of light. It looks nothing like the customers. And the only customer I saw that literally was almost coming close to that promo had a $3,000 screen. So do you think for a hot second that when they set that whole entire promo up for the P2, that they had an everyday screen, a white screen sitting up there? No, they didn't have a white screen up there. They went out and spent $3,000, $5,000, or whatever they spent for some high-end screen and stuck it up there. That's the reason why they're pulling off that image, and no one else is pulling off the same thing. But something isn't right there. Everybody has the same projector, but it's not doing the same thing. I'm thinking like, mine has to be broken. Something must be wrong. Something to think about. But they're not going to tell you that. Hey, in this demonstration, we're doing this P2 projector, and we have a $5,000 screen up here. Yeah, they're not going to tell you that, because you need to spend $3,000, you have to spend $5,000 for the screen to get the same image. That's $8,000 already in the hole. That's what I don't like about the certified. The certified projection companies use high-end certified screens, knowing that the average consumer is not going to get the same results unless they buy that particular screen. And they will tell you, yeah, if you want so and so and so, you have to have so and so and so. You're going to have to spend the money. That's how it works. All right, we're done here. I don't want to go over my time here, but we're going to be having this outside. This is definitely going outside today. I might blow up an inflatable and do that too outside today too, because the weather is really, really nice. I got to go outside. I got to cut my grass and get that ready for the inflatable. But we're going to be outside with some new stuff and play around with it today. We're having a sale on the website. We do have free worldwide shipping for those who have been asking us. Yes, we ship anywhere in the world for free. We have the sale for everything. Before we just had it basically to the 38 Black Widow, but now we have it to everything. We are going to drop the price permanently for the Titans, because we have to make way for the new technology. And they're going to have to be dropped a little bit lower, because we don't want the 39 to be that high. I want the 39 to be a very, very good price for everybody. As for the 38, they're going to be transferred over to someplace else. But we're just having that sale. Sale ends on the 27th of this month. All right. Those who basically place orders, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Y'all have a good one, and God bless.